What if the greatest enemy destroying your future isn't out there, but inside your own mind? The moment you learn to control your mind, you become unstoppable. If you're ready to master yourself, stay until the end of this video. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe to Stoic Ascension, leave a comment below, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Imagine waking up every morning with complete control over your thoughts. No anxiety controlling your decisions. No fear stopping your progress. No anger ruining your peace. No distractions stealing your time. Most people spend their entire lives trying to control the world around them. They try to control other people's opinions. They try to control circumstances. They try to control outcomes. Yet they fail to control the one thing that matters most, their own mind. The Stoics understood a truth that remains powerful even today. The quality of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Your mind can become your greatest ally or your worst enemy. The choice is yours. Every day, thousands of thoughts enter your mind. Some inspire you. Some weaken you. Some build confidence. Some create fear. Many people allow these thoughts to control them without question. They believe every thought. They react to every emotion. They become prisoners of their own minds. But Stoicism teaches something different. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. The moment you realize this, everything changes. A powerful story illustrates this lesson. There was once a young man who constantly worried about everything. He worried about money. He worried about failure. He worried about what others thought of him. His mind never rested. One day he visited an old philosopher and asked for advice. The philosopher handed him a glass of muddy water. "Wait," he said. The young man sat quietly. After a while, the dirt settled to the bottom. The water became clear. The philosopher smiled. "Your mind is the same. Stop stirring it constantly. Give it time, and clarity will appear." Many people spend their lives stirring muddy water. They overthink every situation. They replay every mistake. They imagine every possible disaster. Then they wonder why they cannot find peace. Control begins when you stop feeding mental chaos. The Stoics practiced a powerful habit. They questioned their thoughts. Whenever a negative thought appeared, they asked, "Is this true? Is this useful? Is this within my control?" Most fears disappear under examination. Most worries have no real foundation. Most problems exist only in imagination. The mind becomes powerful when it learns discipline. Think about a wild horse. Without training, it runs in every direction. It wastes energy. It creates destruction. But when trained, that same horse becomes strong, focused, and useful. Your mind is no different. An undisciplined mind creates suffering. A disciplined mind creates freedom. This is why Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that external events do not control us. Our judgment of those events controls us. Two people can face the same challenge. One becomes defeated. The other becomes stronger. The difference is not the event. The difference is the mind. Imagine two workers losing their jobs. The first says, "My life is over." The second says, "This is an opportunity to grow." Same situation. Different mindset. Different outcome. The Stoics knew that suffering often comes not from reality but from interpretation. Your thoughts shape your experience. If you want a better life, start by developing better thoughts. This does not mean pretending problems do not exist. Stoicism is not blind optimism. It is realistic strength. It means seeing reality clearly without becoming emotionally controlled by it. Life will challenge you. People will disappoint you. Plans will fail. Unexpected difficulties will appear. None of this can be avoided. But your response remains your choice. That choice determines everything. A king who cannot control his mind is weaker than a poor man who can. Many successful people look powerful on the outside. Yet internally they are controlled by fear, insecurity, and anxiety. True power begins within. The Stoics understood that mastery of the mind is the highest form of strength. One of the biggest threats to mental control is distraction. We live in a world designed to steal attention. Notifications. Social media. Endless entertainment. Constant noise. Every distraction weakens focus. Every interruption trains the mind to become restless. Most people cannot sit quietly for 5 minutes. Their minds demand stimulation. Their attention jumps from one thing to another. As a result, they lose the ability to think deeply. The Stoics valued silence because silence strengthens awareness. When you sit quietly, you begin noticing your thoughts. You see patterns. You discover hidden fears. You recognize destructive habits. Silence becomes a mirror. A man once complained that he could never achieve his goals. He blamed bad luck. He blamed circumstances. He blamed other people. An older mentor watched him for several days. Finally, the mentor said, "You don't have a motivation problem. You have an attention problem." The man spent hours distracted every day. His mind was scattered. His energy was divided. His focus was broken. The problem wasn't talent. The problem was mental discipline. Control your attention, and you begin controlling your life. Where attention goes, energy flows. The Stoics trained themselves to focus only on what truly mattered. They ignored unnecessary drama. They avoided pointless arguments. They protected their peace. You must do the same. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Not every problem deserves your worry. Not every battle deserves your energy. Choose carefully where you direct your mind. Another powerful Stoic lesson is emotional control. Many people believe emotions are enemies. The Stoics disagreed. They understood that emotions are natural. The problem is becoming controlled by them. Anger can destroy years of progress in seconds. Fear can prevent opportunities. Jealousy can poison happiness. Impulsiveness can create regret. When emotions take control, wisdom disappears. A story tells of a warrior who never lost a battle. People admired his strength. One day a young student asked his secret. The warrior replied, "I learned to defeat myself before trying to defeat anyone else." The student looked confused. The warrior continued, "I conquered anger. I conquered fear. I conquered impatience. After that, every external battle became easier." This is the Stoic path. Victory over yourself. Because the greatest battlefield exists within. Every day your mind faces challenges. Comfort versus discipline. Fear versus courage. Reaction versus wisdom. Distraction versus focus. Growth versus excuses. Your future depends on which side wins. Control of the mind requires daily practice. Not occasional effort. Daily effort. The strongest minds are built one decision at a time. One disciplined action at a time. One controlled thought at a time. Every day presents opportunities to strengthen your mind. Wake up when you said you would. Keep promises to yourself. Finish what you start. Practice patience. Choose discipline over comfort. These small victories create mental strength. People often wait until they feel motivated. The Stoics did not rely on motivation. They relied on discipline. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline remains. A person who acts only when inspired will achieve very little. A person who acts regardless of mood becomes unstoppable. The mind becomes stronger every time you do what is necessary instead of what is comfortable. Think of a blacksmith forging a sword. The metal must endure fire. It must endure pressure. It must endure repeated strikes. Only then does it become strong. Your mind develops the same way. Challenges are not punishments. They are training. Difficulties strengthen character. Obstacles build resilience. Problems develop wisdom. The next time life becomes difficult, remember this. You are being trained, not destroyed. The Stoics believed every obstacle contains an opportunity. The obstacle itself becomes the path. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can this teach me?" This simple shift changes everything. Victims complain. Stoics learn. Victims blame. Stoics adapt. Victims surrender. Stoics grow stronger. Your mindset determines your direction. Control your perspective and you control your future. One of the most powerful exercises is imagining challenges before they happen. The Stoics called this negative visualization. It sounds strange, but it works. Imagine losing comfort. Imagine facing difficulties. Imagine obstacles appearing. Not to create fear, but to build readiness. Prepared minds remain calm under pressure. Unprepared minds panic. When challenges arrive, the prepared person says, "I expected this," and continues moving forward. Mental control is not about avoiding storms. It is about remaining steady within them. The world may become chaotic. People may act irrationally. Circumstances may change suddenly. But your inner stability remains intact. That is true power. Imagine becoming the type of person who remains calm while others panic. Focused while others are distracted. Disciplined while others quit. Patient while others react emotionally. This is possible. But only through consistent practice. Nobody accidentally develops a strong mind. It is built deliberately. Day after day. Choice after choice. Thought after thought. Every moment offers an opportunity. Every challenge offers training. Every setback offers growth. The question is whether you will use them. Years from now, there will be two versions of you. One version allowed fear to win. Allowed distractions to dominate. Allowed emotions to control decisions. The other version mastered the mind. Built discipline. Developed resilience. Created inner peace. Which version becomes reality depends on the decisions you make today. The Stoics left us with a timeless message. Your mind is your responsibility. Guard it carefully. Train it daily. Strengthen it consistently. Do not allow negative influences to occupy it. Do not surrender it to fear. Do not waste it on things beyond your control. Your mind is the foundation of everything you will become. Master it, and you master your life. And remember this. You cannot always control what happens around you. But you can always control how you respond. That response is your power. That power is your freedom. That freedom is the beginning of greatness. There is a reason why so many people feel exhausted even when they have done very little physical work. Their bodies are tired, but not from labor. Their minds are tired from constant worry. They carry yesterday's mistakes. They obsess over tomorrow's problems. They replay conversations that ended hours ago. They imagine arguments that have not happened. They create stress from situations that exist only in their imagination. The Stoics understood this trap. They knew that the human mind often suffers more in imagination than in reality. Think about how many times you worried about something that never happened. How many nights did you lose sleep over a problem that solved itself? How many opportunities did you miss because fear convinced you not to try? Your mind can either become a prison or a source of freedom. The choice begins with awareness. The next time a negative thought appears, don't immediately believe it. Observe it. Question it. Challenge it. Ask yourself, is this fact or assumption? Many of the thoughts that cause suffering are assumptions, not facts. A powerful mind does not blindly accept every thought that enters. It examines them. It filters them. It chooses which thoughts deserve attention. Imagine your mind as a house. Would you allow every stranger to walk inside and take control? Of course not. Yet many people allow random negative thoughts to enter their minds and stay there for days. Protect your mental space. Not every thought deserves a seat at your table. Not every opinion deserves your concern. Not every criticism deserves your response. Sometimes the strongest move is silence. Marcus Aurelius practiced this regularly. Instead of reacting immediately, he paused. He reflected. He examined situations before responding. Modern life encourages instant reactions. Instant messages. Instant opinions. Instant outrage. But wisdom grows in the space between stimulus and response. That small pause can change your entire life. A man once insulted a Stoic teacher in front of a crowd. Everyone waited for an angry response. Instead, the teacher smiled calmly. The crowd was confused. Later someone asked him why he remained silent. The teacher replied, "If someone hands you a gift and you refuse to accept it, who does the gift belong to?" "It remains with the giver," the person answered. The teacher nodded. The same is true for insults. That is mental mastery. Not allowing another person's behavior to dictate your emotions. Most people give away their peace too easily. Someone criticizes them. Their mood is ruined. Someone ignores them. Their confidence disappears. Someone disagrees with them. Their anger takes over. Why surrender control of your emotions to other people? The Stoics taught that your peace should come from within. Not from the approval of others. Not from circumstances. Not from external validation. Because anything outside your control can be taken away. But inner strength remains. The strongest people are not always the loudest. They are often the calmest. They do not need to prove themselves constantly. They do not seek approval from everyone. They understand their value. They know who they are. And because of that, they remain steady. A mountain does not shake because of the wind. A disciplined mind does not shake because of criticism. This level of strength takes time to build. It is not developed overnight. Every day you must practice. Every day you must choose awareness over impulse. Every day you must choose discipline over comfort. The rewards are extraordinary. You begin worrying less. You become more focused. You gain emotional stability. You develop confidence that cannot be easily shaken. Most importantly, you experience peace. Real peace. Not the temporary peace that comes from comfort. But the lasting peace that comes from self-mastery. Many people spend years searching for peace in the wrong places. They look for it in money. They look for it in status. They look for it in relationships. While these things can add value to life, none of them can replace inner control. A restless mind will remain restless regardless of external success. A peaceful mind can remain peaceful even during hardship. That is why Stoicism remains relevant thousands of years later. Human nature has not changed. People still struggle with fear. They still struggle with anger. They still struggle with distractions. They still struggle with uncertainty. And the solution remains the same. Master your mind. One habit that can dramatically improve mental control is solitude. Many people fear being alone with their thoughts. That fear itself reveals a problem. If you cannot sit quietly with yourself, how can you expect peace? The Stoics regularly spent time alone. Not because they hated people, but because they valued reflection. Reflection creates clarity. Clarity creates wisdom. Wisdom creates better decisions. Spend a few minutes each day away from noise. No phone. No television. No distractions. Just you and your thoughts. At first it may feel uncomfortable. That's normal. Most minds are addicted to stimulation. But over time, silence becomes powerful. You begin hearing your own voice instead of everyone else's opinions. You begin understanding what truly matters. You begin discovering who you really are. And that changes everything. Another essential Stoic principle is accepting reality. Many people suffer because they fight reality. They wish the past had been different. They wish people would change. They wish life were easier. But wishing does not change reality. Acceptance does. Acceptance is not weakness. It is wisdom. It means seeing things exactly as they are. Not worse. Not better. Just as they are. From that position, effective action becomes possible. Imagine a sailor caught in a storm. He can spend hours complaining about the weather. Or he can adjust his sails. Only one option moves him forward. The Stoics focused on adjusting their sails. They accepted reality and responded intelligently. This mindset creates incredible resilience. Because no matter what happens, you remain adaptable. And adaptability is power. Life will never be completely predictable. Unexpected challenges will appear. Plans will change. People will disappoint you. Yet none of these things need to break you. Not if your foundation is strong. Not if your mind is disciplined. Not if your character is rooted in Stoic principles. The truth is simple. You become what you repeatedly think about. If you constantly focus on problems, your mind becomes overwhelmed. If you constantly focus on opportunities, your mind becomes resourceful. If you constantly focus on growth, your mind becomes stronger. Your attention shapes your reality. Guard it carefully. Feed your mind with wisdom. Feed your mind with purpose. Feed your mind with discipline. The quality of your thoughts determines the quality of your future. Never underestimate the power of a single thought. A single thought can inspire action. A single action can change a habit. A single habit can change a life. And a changed life can change the world around you. Everything begins in the mind. That is why controlling your mind is one of the greatest skills you can ever develop. The Stoics knew this. The most successful people understand this. Now it is your turn to apply it. Starting today, stop allowing fear to make decisions for you. Stop allowing distractions to steal your potential. Stop allowing temporary emotions to control permanent choices. Take ownership of your mind. Take ownership of your thoughts. Take ownership of your future. Because the person who masters their mind masters their destiny. And remember, you are stronger than your fears. You are greater than your excuses. You are more powerful than your doubts. The strength you seek is already within you. It simply needs discipline, patience, and practice to emerge. So rise above the noise. Focus on what matters. Remain calm under pressure. Control your mind. And watch your entire life transform. Final outro. If you made it this far, comment below. My mind is under my control. Let's build a community of disciplined, focused, and powerful individuals. Don't forget to like this video, share it with friends and family, and subscribe to Stoic Ascension for more life-changing Stoic wisdom. Until the next video, remember. Control your mind, control your actions, control your destiny. Stay strong. Stay disciplined. And keep ascending. Rocket Eagle.